Every day, over 1,500 seniors in the U.S. suffer a stroke or heart attack, many during breakfast hours. If you're over 60, your morning meal could be increasing your risk or silently saving your life. In this video, you'll learn the top 5 breakfasts proven to clean arteries, lower blood pressure, and help prevent stroke and heart attack without a single pill. You already know food plays a big role in health. But after 60, breakfast becomes more than just fuel. It's your body's daily chance to fight back against stroke and heart disease. Today, we'll look at 5 simple, senior-friendly breakfasts that do more than fill you up. They work quietly each morning to protect your arteries and support long-term heart health. Breakfast number 1. Oatmeal with extra virgin olive oil. Most people never think about inflammation. You can't see it, you can't feel it, but it's often the first spark behind a stroke or heart attack, silently damaging your arteries from the inside. So here's a question. If your breakfast could calm that inflammation every single morning, why wouldn't you take advantage of it? This oatmeal bowl does exactly that. The magic ingredient? Extra virgin olive oil. It contains oleocanthal, a natural compound with anti-inflammatory power similar to ibuprofen. It helps relax stiff blood vessels and stop plaque before it starts. Now combine that with oatmeal, and you've got a team effort. Oats are loaded with beta-glucan fiber. This fiber traps LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and carries it out of your body like a cleanup crew. That's less buildup in your arteries, less pressure on your heart. Add in berries and you get antioxidants that act like a shield. They protect your blood vessels from damage caused by aging, stress, and poor diet. Throw in chia or flax seeds for even more fiber and omega-3s. It's not just breakfast, it's a protective ritual. Jim, 68, told me he started eating this daily after a mild stroke. 6 weeks later, his energy was up, and his follow-up blood work looked better than it had in years. Here's how to make it. Cook half a cup of oats in water or milk. Stir in a tablespoon of chia or flax seeds, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and half a cup of berries. Right before eating, drizzle a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil on top. It might sound unusual, but it could be the best spoonful you take all day. Breakfast number 2. Smoked salmon and avocado toast. You won't feel it happening, but every day, tiny clots and cholesterol can slowly narrow your arteries, quietly, without symptoms. So let's ask a simple question. What's sitting on your toast each morning? For many people, it's bacon or processed meat, but those are packed with sodium and saturated fats, the exact things that make artery walls stiff and inflamed. Now imagine this instead. A warm slice of whole grain bread topped with creamy avocado and thin slices of smoked salmon. It's not just delicious, it's a protective combination. Here's why. Salmon gives you omega-3s your body doesn't have to process. They're ready to work, lowering triglycerides, reducing clot risk, and helping blood flow more easily through aging arteries. An avocado? It brings heart-healthy fats, plus a rich dose of potassium. Potassium gently pushes excess sodium out of your body, something crucial when trying to lower blood pressure without relying on medication. Ed, a 72-year-old retired teacher, made this toast part of his morning routine. 6 months later, his doctor noticed real improvements in both blood pressure and cholesterol. That's the power of the right breakfast. Here's how to make it. Toast 1 slice of 100% whole grain bread. Mash 1/4 of a ripe avocado and spread it on top. Add 1 to 2 slices of smoked salmon. If you like, squeeze a bit of lemon for extra flavor and heart-friendly vitamin C. Instead of loading your body with hidden risks, give it fuel that fights back, starting with the first meal of your day. Breakfast number 3. The Potassium-Packed Scramble. Everyone talks about cutting salt, but most people forget the other side of the story, potassium. Potassium is your body's natural blood pressure balancer.
It doesn't just help, you need it. Because while sodium tightens your arteries, potassium helps them relax and open up. Imagine your arteries like a garden hose. Salt makes it stiff and narrow. Potassium unkinks it, letting blood flow freely and gently. Now imagine getting that benefit every morning, before your day even starts. This breakfast gives you that chance. Start with 2 eggs. They're not just filling, they support your memory and brain with a nutrient called choline. Then come the vegetables, spinach, mushrooms, and tomatoes, each one loaded with potassium. Together they help flush out sodium and ease the pressure on your arteries without needing more pills. Frank, a 66-year-old truck driver, used to start his day with bacon and white toast. But after switching to this scramble, his doctor lowered his medication within weeks. Frank says he wakes up sharper and feels less foggy by mid-morning. Here's how to make it. Sauté a handful of spinach, a few mushrooms, and half a chopped tomato in a teaspoon of olive oil. When they soften, add 2 whisked eggs and scramble lightly. Skip the salt. Use black pepper, chives, or dill instead. This isn't just a breakfast. It's a way to take pressure off your heart, one bite at a time. We've talked about inflammation. We've tackled blood pressure. But inside your body, there's one hidden system that quietly controls them both, your gut. And what you eat for breakfast can either feed it or inflame it.
Breakfast number 4, the Probiotic Greek Yogurt Parfait. Most people think heart health starts in the chest, but scientists now say it actually begins in the gut. Your digestive system isn't just for food, it's a control center, and it can either fight inflammation or fuel it.
That depends on who's living inside it. Right now, your gut is home to trillions of bacteria. Some help lower cholesterol, some protect your artery walls, but others do the opposite. So here's the real question. Are you feeding the good guys or the bad ones? This breakfast tips the balance in your favor. It starts with 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt. No added sugar, because sugar feeds the wrong team. That yogurt brings probiotics. They're live cultures that keep inflammation low and digestion smooth. Then layer in berries. They bring fiber and antioxidants, perfect for your arteries. Now top it with a handful of walnuts or almonds. These add crunch and plant sterols, natural blockers of cholesterol absorption. Linda, 70, told me she started eating this parfait every morning. She didn't change anything else. 3 months later, her cholesterol dropped. But what surprised her most? Her energy. Here's how you make it. Spoon 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt into a bowl. Add half a cup of mixed berries. Sprinkle on a handful of chopped walnuts or almonds. Optional, a dash of cinnamon for flavor and added anti-inflammatory power. It takes 2 minutes, and it gives your heart a fighting chance, starting from the inside out.
Breakfast number 5, the green smoothie. As we age, something subtle but dangerous happens. Our blood vessels get stiffer, and when they can't stretch, blood pressure climbs. But what if you could drink something that gently tells your arteries, relax? The secret isn't in a pill, it's in leafy greens. Spinach and kale are rich in natural nitrates. When you eat them, your body turns those nitrates into nitric oxide, and nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to widen. Wider vessels mean lower pressure, better flow, and less strain on your heart and brain. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt lightheaded when standing up fast? That might be a sign your circulation isn't keeping up. This smoothie could help, and it's easier than you think. In a blender, toss in a big handful of spinach. Add half a banana for natural sweetness and potassium. Drop in half a cup of frozen berries for antioxidants. Spoon in a tablespoon of chia seeds for fiber and omega-3s. Then pour in 1 cup of water or unsweetened milk. Now here's the kicker. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory. But turmeric needs a helper. So sprinkle in a pinch of black pepper. That tiny amount boosts your body's ability to absorb curcumin, the magic inside turmeric, by up to 2,000%. Together, this becomes more than a smoothie. It's a daily repair tool for your arteries and built for seniors who want to feel stronger, one morning at a time. Your breakfast isn't just about starting the day. It's about protecting your future. We've talked about 5 simple meals, each one targeting a different risk: inflammation, high blood pressure, plaque buildup, circulation, and even your gut. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just start with one. Then watch what happens over the next few weeks. Because stroke and heart attack often arrive without warning, but your daily habits can speak louder than your genes. So here's what I want you to do. If you found something helpful today, hit like. If you have questions or your own breakfast tips, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And most importantly, share this video with someone you care about. They might be one breakfast away from a better life. And in our next video, we'll talk about the earliest warning signs of stroke and why they're so easy to miss.